I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Yeah, I'm spitting it heavy, the mission is steady. Your bitches are jelly, I'm ditching the petty. You're digging for pennies, I'm itching and ready. I open my heart when I listen to Shetty. I'm bold like a boss, but I'm little like Debbie. I know what the bros, I got richer than Getty. I'm holding the guap and I'm whipping the Yeti. Yeah, Kari can play with advanced moves. I'm fucking my girl and her man too. I'm taking the ball like the Rand do. My soul is the one that I can't lose. I soak up the sun like a sand dune. I'm holding up love with the bamboo. I'm rolling the blunt by the candle. Taking the game, running it back without taking a drink. Yeah, I'm the one and I'm making a wave. Rolling the blunt and I'm blazing a J. I'm escaping the brain, go straight for the cake. I'ma take to the bank, not taking a break. I'm made for the race, I pray for the day. I wake with a bake in a great estate. Are you living in a box? I'm bigger than a box. I'm spitting to supply my bread. My vision on the top is living like a boss when I kick it in a nice white jet. I'm quicker with the bars, I'm wishing with a one. Yeah, I'm dipping to the bar, I guess. I'm switching like LeBron when I spit it in song. My mission is to try my best. Taking a stab, but I came with a bat. I be chasing to grab my goals. If you hate in the back and you ain't with the facts, don't be faking and act like bros.
Welcome back to MMA.
Hey, that was a hard-ass intro.
Dude, it's on a Tuesday. You got Buddy V with one half dynamic duo with the one and only
Sam K. And man, we got two phenomenal guests in the building. Man, all the way from StreetBeefs Scrapyrd, we have the one, the only King Kai in the building. And all the way from the BKFC, we have the one, the only Sweet Baby Ray in the building. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Gotta talk to you, boys.
How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm tired.
I ain't tired, bro. I'm woke right now.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sweet today because I got a whole thing of fresh pressed juice I was making earlier. I'm like, whoo! Got all the good fruits. Yeah, watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple. Got those oranges in there too. Yeah.
My buddy's saying healthy, eh? He's saying healthy, eh?
We got to get like Buddy, man.
Right? I'm like, damn, that must be me. But yeah, so I'm excited for a fun show, man. King Kai, glad to have you back on. Man, I feel. Hold on, am I lagging? I feel like I keep lagging.
Nah, I might be talking over you. My fault.
You seem good.
Nah, you good, bro.
Okay, cool. Well, first off, I was gonna say, because we got King Kai, we kicking some ass. So I gotta ask Ray real quick. What's the name of your gym? Where are you fighting out of, man?
Right now, I started. So, you want to start when I was a kid, the origins, or do you want to start from like this past couple years ago?
Let's start with the past couple years. We're gonna hit the origins in a little bit. We just started the show off. Yeah.
All right. So, I started at I slept for a while, but I kind of woke up again and started down at Tiger Style Combat Sports, and over on Foster, and that gym, I can say a lot about that gym, and I could say other things. There's pros and cons to everything, But nonetheless, what I will say is that I learned I learned a lot to that gym, and nonetheless, I appreciate what I've learned, and it's a very good gym, and I recommend to go to it. They're very good in getting you in the grease wheeled, the gears greased. There you go. My bad. There you go. They're very good at that, and nonetheless, the coaching is very good, very proper, and they're very good to get you in the right direction to go, And that's why I started, and I'm glad I was able to have a bigger boost because coming from my background, which we'll talk about later, that was a big enhancement on that, But speaking on that, though, yeah, that's why I started Tiger Style Combat Sports, and that's a very good gym. And now I would say that, and they do not mess around there.
Yeah, I heard, some gyms, yeah, they play hard, that's for sure, but you can see it with the way they fight. So I'm like, yeah. And speaking of fights, I'll just say, King Kai, man, your most recent fight, what was it? Tilla. Man, I was thrown off. The very beginning, he turned completely sideways and was fighting parallel to you. I was like, what the heck? What was that
confused. Man? I was confused. At that point, I thought he was just like, oh, this dude's some scrub or something. Like, I got this. And I was like, oh, well, all right, let's just see what I can do. But then he did a little ballerina turn. And I was like, all right, he's not as good as I thought he was, but he's still that dude. But
yeah,
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was a damn good fight, man. I had you on the Fire Five that particular week, and you know that dude was coming at you with different angles and not necessarily like a boxer would. And from my perspective, bro, you brought it to him. You could see you were reading him at some point, and then you became the aggressor. Talk a little bit about the I don't know, the trickiness that you were experiencing. It looks like, like I said, he was coming at you with different angles. What was going
Right.
through your head?
Well, I noticed that I couldn't just go after him head on, and also he had dude was tall, like he was lengthy, so he had to reach on me. So each time I would try to jab him, I would feel his jab, and dude's strong too. So I basically had to switch it up and had to actually try to get on the inside, and that's basically what I was trying to do throughout the whole fight, at least for rounds 2 and 3. But yeah, I couldn't do anything on the outside, so I just tried my best working on the inside. But one thing that did throw me off pretty much was I'd say kind of the hugging part, and I was like, man, like I don't like hugging, like get off me type of thing. So that was kind of getting to me. So, but dude's real smart, very tactical with how he fights, and I give him that.
Oh, saw like Ryan Garcia comment. But speaking of famous boxers, Ray, you got any famous fighters you like to watch or you enjoy kind of doing some stuff at?
Oh, my famous boxers. My famous boxers. I will never say Ryan Garcia. That would never be a pick in my ever my category. Ever. I hate that shit, bro. I hate that fucking shit, bro. Like you're like Ryan Garcia. I've been having this dude since I was in fucking 6th grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So and so basically, like that's something like no, no, like no, like Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia. Thank you. All right. Little servants. All right. It's And so, but basically, I'm saying like, no, like they say like Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, bro. I've been rocking this dude since Ryan Garcia was a thing. So now that I'm fighting, and no, don't get it twisted real quick. But say the list though. Uh, that whole question threw me off, bro. That got me mad. What would you say again?
Yeah,
Who do
I
you like? Who
yeah.
influencers? People you
Oh yeah,
watch?
yeah. Oh, for sure, for a fact. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, but Ryan Garcia had nothing on my roster. Mike Tyson. I grew up with Mike Tyson, Ali, bro. You talk to me about them. That's what I'm like. That's cooking with grease right there. I'll talk to you about Mike and Ali all day, but like now I see Jake Paul trying to, or what's his name, Logan Paul. I don't even pay attention to them because to be honest, they annoy me the fuck out of me. So it's like I don't really think about them. But like him trying to fight Mike Tyson, I'm like, bro, he's like way out of your league. And to be honest, this whole like there's a real boxer and there's a YouTube real boxer. There's a difference. They do for reals, and there's people who do it for reals.
Mm.
Right.
Dropping bars.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
What about in the MMA world? Anybody who caught your eye growing up?
Oh, most definitely. It's funny because I have a story. Like I remember I'm at my first. I seen Frank Mir at Great America when I was young and right back when he was coming up, and I remember this day like it was yesterday because you know what he acted like he wasn't who he was, and that kind of upset me because I always my little brother like we're fucking huge MMA fans, right?
What do you mean by
We're at
that?
Great America,
When you
right?
say that, what do you
You
mean?
know, because he said he wasn't Frank Mir, and we all knew he was. Who do you walk? That he had a park manager walking with him and people around him with UFC hats on. And me as a
Mm.
kid and my brother are fans, I go like my brother's fanboying. I was like, I'll go up talk to him. And I go and talk to Frank Mir, and he says, "Oh no, I used to play football in college, bro. How are you gonna lie to me when you have people around you and a park manager and people around you with the
It's
UFC
fucked up.
hats on?"
Damn.
That shit broke my spirit, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to show you. I was like, from that day, I was like, oh, I ain't Frank Mir no more. Like, I'm gonna watch some Cain Velasquez now.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but apart from that though, my favorite and my foremost, I mean, I was born in Gilroy, California, so a partner gym for us was San Jose. What's that? AKA Khabib. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, bro.
And what about you,
Khabib
Kai?
over
Who were some of your influences coming up?
Uh, Coming up, so when I first actually got into fighting, like I used to look up like, well, first off, it started with an anime called Hajime no Ippo, and then I started looking up like different fighters. But one that caught my eye was Hitman Hearns.
Yeah,
Dude's amazing with his
Mm.
flicker jab. That
Petey Pete, what up, man?
amazing. And
Yeah,
then from him, it went on to Mike Tyson, and I'd say like those two are my favorite boxers. But when it comes down to like MMA, I'd have to say it's Max Holloway and John Jones. I just love their
Jones.
style of how they pick people apart. It's amazing.
To be honest, the John Jones part, I can agree with that because when I was younger in high school, Khabib wasn't there yet. So that's why I rooted before Khabib was John Jones. So I can agree with that for sure.
I like how you said, hey,
Yep.
kind of picks people apart because, like Samke said earlier, with your fight against Titla, you analyze and you study, and then you become out the aggressor. I kind of feel like you do that with a lot of your opponents. I mean, you fought Scotty Showtime, Maliko Goon, more than one occasion. Even when you have fun with Lights Out once, when you guys had a boxing match, that was crazy.
Hmm.
um, I was curious. Is there anyone you can see yourself maybe at the scrapyard or in another yard, West Coast even, or OG that you'd maybe want to go against? Because I feel like you're really good at being able to weather whatever storm any opponent brings, be able to figure out what you want, and then checkmate.
Uh, Honestly, if I were to be honest, I don't really be watching other people from different branches their fights. For the ones out here, there's not really like I don't really know anyone who's actually in my weight class that I can really be like, all right, I can see that fight happening. Like I want that fight. There is one, but I haven't seen him in like I think like a year or two. So
Okay.
I don't know if he's coming back or not. I'm still kind of waiting on that, but me and him we need to run it back.
who we talking about?
E Money.
E Money. Yeah, E
Oh,
Money was definitely
We
nice.
we
I
had a
remember
draw, and I need my dub.
Apex.
I feel that. That'd be a good one to see back. E Money was a cool fight. Damn.
Yeah,
All right, I can see it.
you
I
know,
say he's the only
Oh,
one who can keep up with me with my grappling. So
yeah.
standing, we both can work on it, but grappling, I think it'll still be a fun fight.
What style is your preference, man? Because I've seen you box, I've seen you jiu-jitsu, I've seen you do MMA, and like you said, sometimes it's hard to find an opponent for you or someone up to par for you. What do you prefer?
I prefer MMA. Like
Okay.
I like slamming people. Like that is one thing I love doing. I love slamming people, but I don't really get the chance to do that. But so I have to like work around that. But definitely MMA. Boxing's cool. So is kickboxing, Muay Thai. I feel like I give respect to all other martial arts, but in reality, MMA is the most realistic one in my eyes. Because like you out in the street, you can grab someone if you want to.
Yeah.
No one's going to give you an 8 count when you get knocked on the ground. No one's going to let you up. They want to keep going.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, bro. It's life or death at the point.
Yeah.
exactly.
If you're on the ground for some reason, you got to be there for a reason because it wasn't a joke.
It's true. That's true.
Right.
So with that, man, we have a bare knuckle fighter here. Uh, Before we switch over to Ray, man, could you ever see yourself doing a bare knuckle fight competitively, Kinkai?
Ooh, bare knuckle.
Ooh.
I mean, it sounds fun. I can see myself doing it, but realistically, I ain't trying to get that fucked up. All them injuries, I look like a completely different person. No one will recognize me. I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to go through that.
That's what everybody told me too. To be honest, so like I remember I told them like, I'm going from the MMA. I'm gonna transition over to BKFC, and a lot of people say they didn't doubt my skills. They're like, nah, you're too handsome for that. Your face. I'm like, fuck all that, bro. It's for the glory.
The,
Right.
the
Yeah,
hospital bill's
beauty
gonna be
fame.
high.
Dang, that's crazy. Oh, and I was gonna say because I saw on your Instagram where you had a killer MMA match where like the first 55 seconds you were going to town on homeboy, and then right afterwards I saw you got on top of your wham wham wham. Um, that was one of your MMA fights. I was gonna say you do some kickboxing too, right? Ray?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking
Oh,
to
sorry. Yeah, no,
you.
sorry. No. I definitely kickboxing. Yeah. More Muay Thai as well. But I definitely started off with kickboxing and boxing with MMA. Well, I started mostly in MMA. So, but also I took a liking more to kickboxing, and then finally when I got into Muay Thai, I'm like, you know what? This is a kickboxing, but like maybe 2.0. So I kind of like that a lot more. Like I can throw my elbows. All right, cool.
Yeah. And you said you were getting back into it. So you trained before. So you said you trained when you were younger, took a little break, and then came back into it. Want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So when I was younger, when I was legit, like about let's say I would say in the grade of sixth grade, I always had a friend, I always knew about it. Shouts out to Anthony Figueroa. He's a very good fighter. His father owns Ant Dogs MMA down in Gilroy, California. So I grew up with him. Yeah. And shout out to him. This guy is so humble. I'll tell you one thing, man. We were in fifth grade. I'd be standing next to him and knowing this guy can kill me within a fucking fraction of a second, he's the same age as me, even though that was a coach. I'd be going to him and telling him, like, hey, how do you pass the level on Pokemon? He'd be like, bro, like this, like this, like this. Like, what? Bro can have time to smash and fucking catch Pokemon. Like that was inspiration to me, And so
Hell
like
yeah.
so I remember like later on, like towards when I got older, I was able to convince my stepfather, rest in peace, to put me in a gym, you know, and he did. And that's where I met Anthony Figueroa. I was like, holy shit, we went to school together. Like, I was like, wait, your dad owns his gym? Type of stuff. Like, what the heck, And then so like from that, like it was cool from there, like going up from middle school to high school, I was off and on in that gym, So that's why I learned Ant Dogs MMA, it's a very, very good gym. They're very locked in with AKA as well. They're very well talked about as well. You should look into them, Ant Dogs MMA. They're very high respected. Um, but other than that, yeah, that's how I started. I started from that gym, and from there, I was training, and then I ended up moving to Oregon when I was about 16. So kind of stopped a couple years before that, due to the loss of my stepfather. So kind of when he passed away, I kind of fell out of it, because he's the one who put me into it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So after that, like it kind of took some years of healing. So then after I was like, like I know what I like, I know what I like to do. And so then basically that's what I started getting back into it, and that's what I started doing, is fighting again, I just found my passion again, because I always knew like that's what I like to do. That's exactly what I like to do. Like I like to scrap, like even before I was
Yeah.
in the fucking in the gym, I was in the backyard walking my dog. It reminds me of street beefs, It's because before I used to have a dog, and I didn't have any excuse, like my mom was a very strict lady. So in order I walked my dog out, and it became a funny thing because growing up, I was a very scrawny little person, and so people would be like, "What? He has hands? Like what?" So I would walk my dog and tie him up on a post, and they'd use me as an experiment just to box their friends. Like, oh yeah, this guy eating stuff. This guy gonna take your friend out. They started using like an experiment. I just started fighting as a kid, bro. Like the little experiment, like But I liked it because I was like, you know what? Because in a sense, it gained respect for me. I was like, yeah, I'm not the little person you guys think I am because I do got them hands. Like, y'all can think what you got. Now I started talking to people from other middle schools, like, hey, come fight this guy, come fight this guy. So I'd be going to walk my dog after school, and they'd be having fights set up for me already. It was just so funny to me, like I'm only in middle school, like, oh yeah, oh, he comes around this time, like it was just so funny to me. And that's kind of, like, what, I'm meant for this. So from that day, like, I was like, what, I like this shit. Like, if they think I'm that good, I was taking out people bigger than me. Like Andrew, I remember his name was Andrew Solis. I used to take him out. He towered over me, bro. He towered over me so high, and I would just fucking just drop him, bro. He would understand why. One day I was like, I knew. I was like, I know I got it. I was like, I know I got it. I was like, if I can drop him when he's that high and he's scared of me, I know I got it. So
Yeah.
from that day, I was like, this is my thing. I was like, if I got the hands and they're trying about a little fucking experimentation, then I must be doing something right. That's what
That's
started
true.
from there, and I took a break from there. But yeah, that's my little origin story. Like I started like with my dad, putting me in school and on the streets. I kind of just training backyard stuff. You would know, right? You would know about that, right? You all would know about that. So
Hell yeah.
Very much so. And that brings up a good little segue. King Kai, can you speak to us and tell us how you found the scrapyard, as well as why you continue to come back to the scrapyard?
So I moved up from LA like 2 years ago, I think, two going on three, maybe. And my sister, she was already up here, and she told me that, oh, hey, like I got a friend who fights too. I'm like, oh, all right, people who fight, they probably just like doing it on the streets. No offense, bro. And so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I actually met up with the dude, and he's like, oh yeah, I go to a gym and I actually do train and also do street beefs. And I was like, oh, really? And I never really thought that street beefs was legit until I actually showed up for the first time. I was like, oh wait,
Mhm.
yeah, these dudes are dangerous.
What
But it was,
what fighter was your friend? Who we talking about?
oh, this is Tiger Dragon.
Tiger Dragon?
Dragon, what?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, he got me into fighting up
gotcha.
here. So after that, I wanted to go ahead and look at some gyms that were up here, see which one I can possibly go to that was right for me. And I found a gym out in Bremerton where the guy who owned it, actually, he's a student from uh, Eric Paulson. So he's under Eric
you say
Paulson.
Beaverton?
Huh?
Did you say Beaverton?
No. Eric Paulson.
No. A gym out
The
where?
city or the town you
Oh,
just said.
Bremerton.
Oh, I think you said Beaverton. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, that's close.
Oh,
Okay.
no. But yeah, from there, I was like, all right, I'll go to this gym. And then I've been wanting to fight for the last like 3-4 years now. And I was like, hey, I want to fight. Like, let me go to the next event. And he's like, all right, here's the address. Like, just be here at this time. Ever since then, like, I've been coming by. And I find it a lot easier to fight for street beefs than going through the whole official process of a promotion. That's one of the reasons why I keep fighting here. And also, like, I get to watch fights for free, and all I have to do is just spend like 10 minutes in the cage, and then afterwards I get to watch 14 different fights, people just going at it. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep on coming back.
Mhm.
And then also people up here, like, they're amazing. Like, everyone's friendly. There's no animosity towards anybody. Like, when we go in the cage and we fight, we come out and we just talk about, oh, hey, that was a good hit, man. You almost rocked my ass. Or, hey, I got knocked out, but hey, did you feel that gut shot that I got you? Like, we just be shooting shit, basically.
That's my favorite part too. That's after every fight, I'm almost start smiling ear to ear. As soon as it's done, I'm like, damn, that was fun. Yeah. Now I get to eat food, smoke some
Yep,
weed, chill out.
Yeah.
real
uh,
shit.
I was just saying, Ray, you think you might ever go do a street beast fight?
Bro, invite me. I'm there, bro. I'm there, bro. I'm there for sure.
You're
I don't know.
halfway
Like,
because you're in Oregon, right?
bro, I'll drive there, bro. Like, to be honest, like, I'll turn that side quest into a main quest real quick.
Hell yeah.
You heard that?
So
You heard
see,
that? I'll turn that side quest into a main quest real quick.
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's go.
Ryan already
I
said it.
was
That'd be a cool adventure,
Yeah,
bro. I want an
Ryan
Airbnb
got to
out there.
rewind the
Let's
show a
go.
little bit.
hmm?
So let's get on a major topic of discussion. Both of you guys. We got Sweet Baby Ray and we got King Kai. The world needs to know, how did we come up with these names?
Yes.
Well, to be honest, I couldn't tell you. It's like
The feeling?
I don't know. In a sense, it's like I was just fighting, and I fought for my coach in Tiger Style. So it's like you don't pick your name; you're given. You
Correct.
know, you don't pick your name; you're given your name. So if you pick your name, it's like, bro, you picked your name. You know, like no, it was given to me. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go by it. So like my coach, like, you know, he's sweet baby Ray because you're sweet with it. You know, so I'm like, all right, I'll take it, whatever. I may not like it. To be honest, I may not like it. I was like, really, bro? I'm not a fucking bottle of barbecue sauce, you know?
That's what
But
I
in a
thought,
sense, it's
brother.
like, you know what? But they made me that fucking topping to finish them off though. To make that so
Hey,
you
hey,
might not know, bro.
you flip it like this, bro. You got the sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, it's missing what? It's missing that sweet baby Ray sauce. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
There we
Fucking
go.
right. And Kai? I mean, I know, but let's
Yeah.
hear it.
So my middle name is Makai, and so my first name's actually Armand, but my middle name is Makai. And so when I was down in SoCal, I would go by Kai. And before I got up here, I've been wanting to like figure out like what a good nickname would be for me fighting. And when I got up here and then realized that I needed an actual nickname, I was talking to my brother about it, and I was like, "Hey, I need a nickname. Like I don't know what I should do." And he's like, "Oh, you should do something with Kai since you're always calling yourself that." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And he's like, "Yeah, you should do it like in an anime though." And I was like, Wait, Kai? Oh, wait, Dragon Ball Z, King Kai. All right, cool. We'll just go with that." And it's nothing spectacular. It was just like, all right, hey, that matches.
Nah, it fits, bro. You see a lot of Gokus and Vegetas out there, you know what I mean? But there's only one King Kai.
That's right.
Right.
Let's get active.
Where was it at? Uh, Earlier too, I forgot who asked it in the comments if we watched the Street Beefs beef fight. I don't think I did. Have any you guys seen that?
Yeah, they got to wait till the end of the show to see the Fire Five. Let's just put it like that. You know what I mean?
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry. King Kai, so you favor Street Beefs and you're a badass fighter. Do you have an amateur record?
Nah,
What?
nah, never fought professionally yet or for amateur.
I
No
definitely
promotion.
thought you did. Definitely
Me
thought you
too.
did.
Nah, I'm still waiting. I want to try to get it in this year.
Get
Yeah.
get the streak going.
You need the
All
right
right. So you
promoters,
spend
brother.
yourself trying to
You need
go
the
pro in
right
the end then?
promoters.
Or what?
Wait,
Say
what
that again,
happened?
Ray. Say that again, Ray.
He's the right promoters, because it's not hard to get an amateur fight. If you know somebody who knows somebody, it's not hard to get into there, bro. You need the right promoters. That's all it really is. It's not about if you know somebody who knows somebody, you can get your fucking first amateur fight that easy. You might not be at the right spot right now. No shade thrown, but that's really how it is. If you know somebody who knows somebody, it's not that hard.
Say it again for the people in the back, bro.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Man,
I'm
all
just
right.
getting
Absolutely.
experience. No shade thrown. It's all experience.
Oh,
I've been dragged around, thrown around. So like, I would shoot you game before you even try to go through that road.
yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, would you go pro in MMA too, you think, or boxing or I mean Muay Thai, sorry.
My opinion, um, because of me, I like to be challenged a lot. So like when I try to think about like kickboxing, MMA, Muay Thai, like that's the no shade thrown. I love Muay Thai a lot, but that's the easy route. But it's not easier when you can MMA because someone you can do your Muay Thai all you want. But if they throw you to the ground, if you know how to grapple, if you don't know how to grapple, you're fucked. End of the story, you're fucked. You know. At the end of the day, you can fight somebody and the street too as well. If they throw you to the ground and you're such a badass fighter, if you know how to grapple, you're fucked, bro. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like so I take superiority on what I know in self defense and like you know what? No, like I want to learn all around. I want to be well attributed. I want to be overall well based. You know, I want to learn everything of everything. You know, and I don't want to just learn one thing. So then when they fucking come and attack my legs, I'm like, I'm a boxer. I don't know how to fucking protect my legs. So like I don't want to be like that type of person. You know, I'm not saying boxers want to protect their legs, but also not used to takedowns as well, in my opinion. You know, because once they get taken down, they're like, okay, well, it's like Khabib says, you take them down to deep ocean. When they're in deep ocean, they don't know what to do because you took them down with you. They're used to being up high boxing. When you take them to deep ocean, that's your level. That's your world right there. You're Poseidon. You're Poseidon right there.
Yeah, I like that.
That's right. That's right.
People take. I was
Can we
let's see.
go ahead, buddy?
I was gonna say Apex has that question for you, so okay.
Yeah. I was gonna mention. Can we bring Bring that up real quick. Apex's question: will Street Beefs give fighters enough fight experience to go pro? So we do have a handful of professional fighters. We have several handfuls of amateur fighters. But realistically, bro, every fighter in Street Beefs has a different path, a different journey. You know, everyone's not fighting the same exact fight, right? Everyone doesn't have the same competition. Everyone doesn't have the same skill set. Um, it is possible to go pro. It is possible to go amateur. It's not hard, but it's a matter of, are you prepared? You know, have you gotten the experience? Have you put in the time? You know. So again, like I said, bro, every person is different. You know, you can't look at someone else's journey and compare that to your own. You know, you're two different fighters walking two different paths. You know, but to sum up your question or to answer your question, bro, I would say accumulate as much experience and confidence before you go to the next level, whether it's amateur or pro. Get your confidence right, get your skill set right, and get those hours in.
It's not an easy game. Once you're amateur or pro, it's not an easy game out there. I'm telling you, bro, because there's people who are as hungrier as you are. And that's the scary part. If they're more hungry than you are, you need to be more hungry than they are. Because if they're not, you're dead. You're eaten alive. I've been through that situation. Okay. So it's like once you go in that step in that ring or amateur, they want it more badlier than you do. It's a dog eat dog world. Literally, you heard that situation too. It's a dog eat dog world, right? But once you go in that once you step in that ring and the cage is locked behind you, and it's not that. Now it's you and that person. There's there's no pride. There's nothing. It's whoever can show up, not show off, but it's saying like whoever can show who really practiced the most best, who can know what to do with it, how to handle that situation in the ring. Because it's not. It gets very frustrating. You know. I would say in my sense, you know, because it's not a joke. Once those cages close, it's time to show off your skills at the end of the day, you know. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. And real quick, bro, with your background, uh, talk to us about how you transitioned to the BKFC.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, because I had my first fight. I finished it underneath 55 seconds, right? Because my main technician was jiu-jitsu, so that's what I did in the beginning. And I went off what I know. You know, I trained really good. Shout out to Keith Guerrero. You know, but he trained me good for that fight. You know, but I think he also had a sense. He knew, like, even though I trained for striking, he knew like my jiu-jitsu was there. So basically, he knew like let's train for striking, and if he takes you to the floor, then you handle your business. You know. So that's why we practiced my striking because he knew like once I got to the floor, he kind of knew I had it right there, you know. And so, and that's what actually what happened at the Yakima, the Yakima Rumble. Like, yeah, I can't remember what the journey for Yakima. Literally finished in 55 seconds. You know, he was a good boxer. He was more of a boxer, and but I just like I said, boxers never really expect a head kick. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is boxers never really expect a head kick because they're up here, never down here. I can throw it up here, but when it comes down here, they don't expect that, you know, because they're just used to their hands. So he was more boxing. He just didn't respect my high kicks at all, you know. And so I threw him off, and then and a good strong right hand threw him to the floor. And within that next 20 seconds, a rear naked choke, you know.
Mm.
So it was pretty good. You know, I kind of went with my instincts, what I knew, you know. And so pass forward into that, I had my next fight at the Rumble, the FCFF, you know, on May 30th of 2023. And I could say a lot about that fight, to be honest. Well, I would admit too, like whoever watching this, I would admit, you know, like I did drink before the fight. I did smoke before the fight.
It
Yeah,
happens.
I see like
Some
that
people do.
because
Some people do.
I was like, you know what? 'Cause I was like, you know what? Like I was like, this is all because like I went to the weigh-in. I went to the weigh-in. I was like, this is the guy. And you know what? You learn stuff from that. That's what gets a lot. You learn stuff from that. From that day, I was like, you know what? You can't underestimate anybody. You know. And I was like, all right, fine. You know, like, and so I was like, you know what? I fucking went out and I had a dish called chicharrones con guacamole. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I was grubbing that. I was grubbing like, and also like greasy shit too,
The
bro.
same
You
day,
know,
the day of the fight.
the day before. And I drank the night. Yeah, yeah, I know, bro. That's what I'm like,
It's
bro, because
slowing yourself
I
up.
was,
Oh yeah,
I was too like, I had myself up to. I was like, this guy's light work, you know, like,
yeah.
but the next day, like the fucking hangover, and everything cut up to me, you know. I was like, oh, that kind of bit me in the ass. I was like, oh, I learned my lesson that day for sure, you know. And like, fucking, I went to go fight, and man, boy, was I gas on the second round. I was like, bro, this is not me. This is not me. This is not me, you know? And like it's kind of like one of those L's you gotta take, even though knowing like it was my fault. I knew it was my fault. At the end of the day, I knew it was my fault. I know I could have gave more, but at the end of the day, he deserved to win because you know what? He probably trained more. He probably didn't drink the day before, or smoked the day before. So he deserved to win. At the end of the day, he deserved to win. It was my fault and my over incompetence that I would have fucking won that thing, you know? And that's my fault, you know?
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I've eaten pizza the night before a fight once. I will admit, you know, if it wasn't my best performance the next day.
Mm.
Right? It does take a toll. It does take a toll. But
Kika, you got a favorite dish
that
before a fight? Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
what?
Go on. You were my bad, my bad.
No, I'm saying, but other than that though, so like after that fight, I kind of took a break, a long break, and I kind of switched gyms after that because of things, you know. But at the end of
Excuse
the day,
me.
it's like I'm right now. I want to top team, American top team. I've been there, but kind of off and on, you know. But I mean the next maybe aiming next round next month or two. I might go back into it because I really do want to compete again. I have on my papers, I have everything right to compete again, you know, and I know it's the ability to compete and perform, you know, obviously, but right now it's been a long journey right now. I've been taking a long break, but I'm actually ready to get back into it. And you see me out there, too. You know, I wasn't the worst, but I wasn't the best, but I was handling for sure. You seen that, buddy.
At the BKS, it was fun, man. It was crazy. I was gonna say it was interesting too to see the different talent pool that they were able to pull in from everywhere from different styles. It was it was a lot of fun.
It was good. It definitely it was fun. It was fun for me. Like I couldn't stop thinking about the next day I was like, damn, like I couldn't stop thinking about it, to be honest. It was nonstop. But nonetheless, it was
And
a good journey for me.
I got word that they're behind a little bit with some other stuff on BKFC. So they said that everybody that was at that tryout needs to stay ready because they're probably gonna be getting a call in the next week or two for people getting chosen. I was like, oh really?
No
And I just got
shit,
started
bro.
doing a couple extra push-ups again.
Well, to be honest, I was thinking too. I was like, where are my pictures at? Like, where are my pictures at? We all took pictures. You remember
You
that?
gotta see I was flexing too. I did like the whole
We're like,
pose. I was like,
we're there, bro.
I flexed my
Where,
wings out.
I was like, where are those pictures at, though? Where are those pictures at?
Dude. So I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
cause we were talking about some food earlier and stuff. King Kai, you eat clean before a fight too, or are you one of those fighters that's kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter, you could just go out and whoop ass?
Oh, I don't eat.
You don't eat? Oh, dang.
Yeah. I mean, I'll eat like breakfast, lunch, but dinner I don't eat anything. And then I just be up all night until it's time for me to go ahead and fight. I get too excited.
What about the weeks leading up to the fight? How are you eating?
Oh, leading up. I mean, so with my last fight, I've been trying to bulk, and so I gained like 10 pounds, and I was just like off eggs, bacon, oatmeal, and Greek yogurt. And I was like damn near just like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast
But
all day.
then, yeah. But usually it's just like I don't really. It doesn't really matter to me because it's just like I'll eat something, and then if I'm a little over, then I'll just like, all right, time to go ahead and hit the gym, go work out, go for a run, like just work as hard as you can, so then you can eat whatever you want, type of thing. That's my mindset. When I was in high school doing wrestling, it was a lot different. I didn't know how to cut, so I was like, yeah, it was really unhealthy.
So how are you
Yeah.
to deal with that? How'd you deal with that, bro? Like, was it, like hard for you?
Yeah, because I did wrestling for my junior year, and I didn't know what cutting was. I just heard I needed to drop weight, and I was like, all right, I'll just eat seeds and water like that, or drink
Bro,
water.
wrestling is one of the hardest sports, bro. I would say that, bro. As a jiu-jitsu person, bro, wrestling, bro, I give them the most prospects, the most respects, everything. Because man, it's hard with wrestler, bro. It's not no joke, bro. It is not no joke, bro. But at the end of the day, it's very good. It's very good strategy. Very
Yeah.
strategy. Sorry, strategy. Strategy.
Oh yeah. Real quick, Kai, I wanted to mention pretty much out of all the branches, there's a very few group of guys who've had trilogy fights. Let's talk about your trilogy with Ogun. If you could give us a little bit of your thoughts on each fight, that'd be dope.
So starting off with the first one, it was honestly I was scared because I already saw him just knock out two people, and I was like, "Ugh, good thing I don't do boxing." And then they're like, "Oh, why don't y'all just fight?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And so just like seeing him like across from me is just like the dude's bigger than you would expect. Because like when he's outside of the ring, he doesn't like he looks stocky, but he doesn't look stocky. Like he looks like an average dude. But once he's like actually like about to fight, it's just like you can feel his kind of like intimidation. Like you can just feel that.
Yeah.
But so that first round, I was kind of just like still trying to fill it out and try to get out of my head. But by the time like I say like the third round, I was like, all right, we can do this now. But it was a little too late for me to actually get my head into the game. I lost that second round or the second fight. That was just now that I already fought him. Now all that nervousness that's gone now. So now it's just me and him. So that was when like I was kind of used to like the peekaboo style of fighting because like I said
Shit.
Mike Tyson, like he was one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, that's it. I said in the beginning, so I spent my time. I was like, you said peekaboo, like, oh shit.
So
I
I was
heard that.
like,
I heard that loud and clear. Like Mike, oh the peekaboo, like oh that's one of my favorites.
so I'm kind of like I'm not like well versed with it, but like I kind of get the principle of like using a lot of your body weight So that's why it was so easy for me to use
Popping
my
down and
footwork
popping up,
against
popping
him.
down and popping up,
Yeah,
Hmm.
he
popping. I
kept
gotta pop
using a
this
lot of the
motherfucker, pop up
same.
again. Yep,
He kept
yep,
using
yeah,
the
exactly.
same
That's what I said. That's the
combination.
first thing I learned, bro. Yeah, the peekaboo style, I fell in love with that shit. Like, man, I was like, man, the peekaboo style is like, I feel like it was none other, But also there are counters to it, brother. There are counters to it. Trust me,
He was
there are.
he was
I've
catching him with
been
those
special
counters.
counters to a peekaboo. Yeah,
There was points where you were backing him up and you were the aggressor.
Which that actually surprised me. Like I didn't like I once I saw that I was being the aggressor, I was kind of like, oh snap, like this is really happening. But then I was like, oh wait, like come on, you still fighting. But yeah, with that, it ended how it ended. I got the belt. With the third round, I was talking to a few people and they kind of got in my head. And so when I went into the fight, I was kind of like, all right, I need a knockout. Like I need to press pressure him, beat him at his own game. And with that, I got injured, and then that just threw off my whole thing. I had to go ahead and sit out a month so I can go ahead and recover. And he got it. Like he deserved it. He wanted probably more than I did, which that's fair. Again, not all that in the boxing, but like when it comes down to fighting, like I'm in to win it. But he trains for it. Good for him. Like I ain't mad about it. But fighting someone 3 times in a row, that was kind of like, wow. All right.
that's annoying, bro.
Yeah. Because I'm not a boxer. Like I'd be trying to tell people this. I'm not a boxer. I'm a martial artist,
Hey,
mixed
lucky
martial
look,
artist.
you are and for sure lucky though. Uh, did you win the first time?
No, I lost the first one, won the second, and then I lost the third.
Second time?
Third was
Oh,
like this though, like you know.
Yeah, it was close.
I can feel. Hey, at least you're lucky, bro. Because I remember when I lost my fight in the FCFF, man. I want a rematch like that. I want a rematch like that, but I couldn't get it, bro. It's a hard thing to get a rematch in the FC. I was like, damn. I was like, you go home, you think about all the things you've done wrong. Like you watch the video, like, holy fuck, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I did
yeah.
that wrong. And then it just eats you up. You think about things you could have done better the next time.
I do that with all my fights. I'd go back and I'd be watching them. Like I'll put it in like I think it's like 2.25
Oh
speed,
yeah.
and I'd be like,
Yep.
all right, that footwork's wrong. All right, I should have linked that way and not that way. I should have come with that
Yeah,
hand. Yeah, I'd be in my head about it all the time.
yeah, that's how it is, bro. That's how it is, though. The way I think about the fighting life, people might have a different perspective. But the way I think about it though is like I love collecting medals from fights, right?
Hey,
From the
okay.
fights, right? So this is what I think about. I kind of think about it weird, like kind of like on some nerdy shit, like kind of like Mortal Kombat, like in a sense, like you win a fight, right? You get a medal, right? That medal
Right.
has that other person's soul in it. They can't get that back. They can't get that back, bro. And that soul goes on your fucking wall. It goes on your wall, bro. And then so then basically, yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? So like basically you like, okay, so like now and that person look that medal on your wall, you're like, I'm so proud of it. And the other person's like, fuck, that person has the medal I should have won on his wall. You know? And so
Hmm.
it's a haunting thing. Like it's like a soul, bro. So like when I lost my fight, my second fight, the FCFF, I was like this dude got my soul on his wall right now, bro. Like basically, like I'm trying to get that shit back. Like like I want that rerun, I want that rematch because I want my soul back. Like that's how I feel about it because he has a piece of me with that medal that he won beating me. So like I want a piece of me back. In a
Right.
sense, that's how I feel about
Dang.
when it's like you know what I'm saying.
You say it
You,
like that, now I feel kind of bad. I got to get my tote. I got a couple medals in a tote that I stored away to keep them nice and safe. But now I feel like I got to put them on display and show them off.
Bro, because you're like Shang Tsung, bro. Like you got those souls fair and square, bro. Like you fought fair and square. Like you got those
yep.
souls, bro. Like show them off. Like
And it's crazy. Like in street beefs, I'd say about more than 80% of the fighters who take a L, they want that rematch, but they don't get it. So in the case of Kai, he actually, like I said, man, you're one of the very few who had a trilogy, and it's gonna go down in the history. You know what I'm saying? Like Scrapyard is still, you guys are in your infancy. You know what I'm saying? When we look
Right.
back, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that trilogy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to
dope
thank
shit.
everyone in the comments and the fans because y'all helped me with that one. So thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we're gonna have to get close because I'm usually about to bear bad news around this point, where we have to ask our final questions of the show for the both of you. Samka, did you have any final ones you wanted to ask our gentlemen?
Yeah, man, this is a question for both you guys. What is the end goal?
My angle?
Oh wait, yeah,
Yep, both of you guys.
I'll let you take it first.
Either it's MMA, either it's in jiu-jitsu, either it's in BKFC. I'm gonna be a champion of something. That's my end goal. I'm gonna stop to that, bro. I mean, that's all I want, bro. Like, there's no end goal. Like, end goal is at least I fucking be a champion. At least I got that belt or something to represent that I'm a champion, bro. I'm not stopping to them, bro. Like, I might take a little break, a cool 6 month break, but at the end of the day, that's what I was born for, bro. That's what I'm gonna be here for doing, bro. If I'm doing that, I have no purpose, bro. That's how I feel, you know. Like I'm meant for something. If I'm not fighting, bro, I'm taking a break. Cool, I'll take a break. But it's like, and it's like I know who I am, what I was built for.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Dope shit.
I have to say my end goal is I say take a featherweight championship from someone professionally, and
Okay.
it's going to be like one of the bigger promotions. And after that, I'm just going to open up my own gym and start teaching.
Dope shit.
What?
That's all I want to do.
I'll come to a drop-in class.
Mhm.
Hey, come on, bro.
Well, I'm curious because you guys are some badass fighters. I need to know because obviously you guys are skilled in the art of inflicting pain. But what's the worst injury you've ever had to sustain from a fight? Whether it's in an actual cage or if it was on the streets, because sometimes things get mixed up. Crazy shit happens. Mm, King Kai? Yes, he
The
is.
worst injury that I've got. No, I'd say the worst injury I got, it wasn't even from a fight. It was actually me doing my last jujitsu tournament. Dude, hooked me, and I heard like 4 or 5 pops in my knee. Luckily, nothing broke, but there was a lot of swelling.
Bro, those
I
heel
was
hooks are
out
dangerous, bro.
for months. Yes, they are.
They're dangerous, bro. You hear that pop, right? You think it's
Oh,
nothing, but you'll feel it the next day, bro. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. That happened
You
to
hear
me
that pop,
twice.
you're like, no, coach, I'm fine. I'm fine. Keep going, coach. Next day, you're like, oh, I can't go train today.
what about you, Ray? What's the worst injury you ever sustained?
Cospondritis.
What?
He said, what? I don't know what that means.
Mhm.
I don't.
I
That's
don't.
why I'm
Go
like
ahead.
waiting for you to explain.
Actually, he's like, what? Nah, it's like so you kind of overexert your body too much, like you kind of like push your body too further than limit than it should be, And I got it in jiu-jitsu as well, But sometimes you don't know how to tell yourself to stop, right? If you want it, you want it, right? So I,
Hmm.
I was overtraining so hard one time, and I pushed myself too far. My body told me stop, stop, stop. Like now I want to train, 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 train. And I paid the price for that for sure. I got costochondritis the next day. What it feels like is your whole ribs and the kind of your upper right or breast or left breast gets inflamed. So you try to breathe in, and it's like you're getting like constricted by a boa, and it's like it hurts. You can't move, you can't do much, you can't even cough, you can't even laugh. And it's like that for a while. But it's over because you push your body too far. It's like, bro, I need a break. And if you listen to your body, you will get hurt, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Nobody listens to their body the way they used to.
Yeah.
Well, before we let y'all go, we got to get social medias. We got to get your shout outs. We got to
Yep,
let
yep.
people know anything that you want to tell the fans. I mean,
All your plugins.
right?
Well, I always say no one wants to follow me at Ray Valdez 210. It's RUYVALDEZ 210. And it's on my Instagram, I got more fights coming, right now I'm taking a little break, but I'll be in there within a couple of months, training hard and showing y'all what I'm really capable about. So stay tuned because I really got something coming for y'all. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll shout out the Scrapyard. Thanks for letting me fight. I love coming there to watch them and participate. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, King_Kai142. And stay tuned for this next one. I'm about to mess up Crazy Legs for his birthday. And he's going to have to go home with an L.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Hey, let me get a spin at the whole StreetBeefs thing, though. Let me get a spin at it, though, for real.
You should get you signed up to
Come
the
on.
Facebook group.
Bro, come on. Let me get a spin at it, bro. Come on. Let me get a crack at it. It's like a little side quest. Come on.
I'll send you where to go. I'll send you where to go. Yeah, we'll get you a fight. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Do
Sounds
it.
good.
Do
Sounds
it.
Thanks,
good.
Hey,
man.
we got a West Coast branch too. You know what I
Hey, I'm
mean?
going,
There you
So
go. There you
after you
go. I'm
visit
in
the
there, bro. I'm in
scrapyard, you
there.
got to
I'm
come
in
out
there,
to the
bro.
West Coast. We love to have you too.
I'll
I'm
come
just
out,
saying.
bro. I'll come out. Where you at? I'll come out, bro. Ain't no deal.
We
Ain't no deal about it.
we got two spots. The main spot we got is outskirts of Vegas, but we got a premium spot in Arizona as well. So you're more than welcome,
I'll
bro.
pull up, bro. That sounds like a really good side quest to pull off, bro. Because to be honest, I'd be
Gig
bored here. To
Harbor,
be honest, in the States, I'd be
Washington.
bored here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, shit, we appreciate you guys and your time. It was a phenomenal show. You guys have a great night.
Yeah,
You
y'all
too.
too.
That's what I'm talking about. Fun times.
Another one, man. Another one.
Always gotta be the bear bad news. Dang. No.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. Time never waits, you know.
True. And luckily, the show's not over.
That's right.
Wait, we guys gotta wait a second. Yeah. What?
It's funny, like I wouldn't even say we're influenced.
Buddy V's.
It's funny, like I wouldn't even say it's funny, like I wouldn't even say we're influenced by 90s music as much as I would just say we're influenced by good music. I think we're very genre diverse. Like we're not really fixated on one particular era or genre of music. I think we just kind of and it shows in our music too that we kind of take the elements of whatever that we do enjoy and try to put it together some way or another. And I think that's true for all of our music.
Musically, would you call yourself polyjamorous?
Polyjamorous. I like that.
Oh, that's unique. I haven't heard that one.
We're gonna start using that, Jay, on all our files and stuff like that.
If I was y'all, not trying to be funny, I would probably make that the name of a song or an album.
That's good. I like that. It's kind of like a
cool idea. Album and every song is a different genre.
I'm putting that in our bio right now.
I have my moment. What's up, everybody? It's Jay from Yankee and the Brit bringing you some exciting news. King Palms and Yankee and the Brit are teaming up together to give you an amazing deal. Head over to kingpalm.com, use promo code KPYNB to save 20% off your entire order. That's right, 20% off your entire order just by using the promo code KPYNB. If you want to enhance your smoking experience, King Palms has you covered. Innovative designs, premium quality, and they're all natural. So make sure you go over to kingpalm.com and use the promo code KPYNB at checkout to save 20% off your entire order.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Starting off as always, we go to the scrap yard where I got Tav. Man, Let me tell you, this fight was amazing. These are two big boys that go at it, and they have muscle, they have speed, they have power, they have some technique. Each of them, it was a great fight to watch, and I really want to see some more of Tav. So please come back. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Second, from the West Coast, you've seen him before. It's the Cholo. Now, I saw his fight, and I actually had one of his opponents matched up as a fighter watch. Well, he came out and did an MMA match, and let me just, holy shit, I was blown away. That's all I'm going to say. I can't even believe he came out and just dominated the way he did. So please, if you haven't seen any of his fights, go watch the Cholo. Because when I watched, I was like, just crossed off, put him right on the list. So that's what you got to go see. From the OG yard, oh, Grace Smitty. That one was a crazy fight. He was fighting Wing C, right? And this fight is insane. Back and forth, nonstop battle, nonstop action. And it was just one of those unfortunate scenarios where sometimes we suffer an injury and the fighter in us wants to continue while everyone around us can see the smart thing to do would be to hold off, heal, and come back. Because, we're not getting paid for this. We're having a good time. So, but please, Grace Smitty, let me see some more. He's got some killer fights. He's a beast in the cage. Yes. Then from Dirty South, I had Thunder Dragon. Holy shit. So when the Shinigami head kick went viral, let me tell you, Thunder Dragon had a kick that when I watched it, I was like, whoa, if Dirty South had a page that was going crazy, it would be viral all over. That is insane. I cannot believe that. That kick was just go watch Thunder Dragons fight. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a fighter to watch. Go watch. And lastly, I figured because we always have Scrapyard, now we're gonna have Sweet Baby Ray because he's from outside of the community and he's a killer ass fighter. I saw some of his fights. He's a good fighter, and I want to see some more of him to come out. And like you heard him say, he's gonna be in there working, grinding. So when he comes back, he's gonna have something for everybody to see. And those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters to watch.
Yeah. Great picks, man. Great picks.
Almost
Fire picks. Yeah, Samke and the Fire 5. This fight was mentioned earlier tonight, and yes, it's the first fight on the Fire 5. If you're trying to look this fight up, you're going to go to Street Beef's OG Yard channel. There's the title on the screen. This is a fight between Trax NYC versus Yeti the Jeweler. A lot of people know Trax NYC. He's a very famous jeweler out in New York City. He's done a lot of things with rappers and such. This was a beef fight, and it was a hell of a fight. You see the timestamp on it, 23 minutes, 41 seconds. There's a hell of an intro, so you guys can fully get an idea of what these guys are beefing about. This is Master versus Apprentice right here. And apparently there's a side bet, because again, Street Beefs, we don't do betting. But these two, being jewelers, have made a side bet of 10 grand. There's a lot of emotion in this fight. It's very entertaining. There's a crazy ending. And yeah, as I always say, every single episode, cardio is key. And here's a new one. Emotional control is key. Nonetheless, this was a firefight. And yeah, Street Beef's OG Yard, Trax NYC versus Yeti the Jeweler. Moving on to the Scrapyard. You see it. You're trying to look this fight up. There's the title on the screen. This is a fight between Black Panther versus Busta Nutting. We had both of these guys on the show recently, and this is the fight between these two. This is a boxing match, and this was a hell of a scrappy fight right here. A lot of back and forth attacks between these two. Haymaker City. I mean, you see it every single round. And these guys, they just gave a great effort. Firefight. Street Beefs Scrapyard Black Panther versus Busta Nutting. Yeah, yet again, another firefight. We're going to Street Beefs West Coast. Again, there's the title on the screen. This fight is between Sad Lee and Blanco. This is a boxing match. And if you are a fan of the West Coast, you know these are two household names going at it. These guys gave us a hell of a war, a one-round war. And if you know these two, then you know we got a lot of combinations. We got a lot of fire back and forth, beautiful body work, and power shot after power shot. As I always say, though, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Street Beefs West Coast. Sad Lee versus Blanco. Firefight. Yeah, we're going to take it back to the scrapyard. If you're trying to look this fight up, there's the title on the screen. This is a kickboxing match, and it's a hell of a match right here. I believe this is a title match at that. So you see the timestamp. We got round after round. This is a fight between Crazy Legs and Montu Nieder. Very competitive, to the point where, you know, you got to comment who you thought won on this one. These guys really gave us bone-breaking kicks back and forth every round, a great mix of combinations. These guys showcased great sportsmanship, great fight IQ between both of these guys. And yeah, everything you want to see in a firefight. Street Beefs Scrapyard, Crazy Legs versus Montu Nieder. Yeah, and we're going to end it in Street Beefs West Coast for the night. Another firefight, Bundy versus Torpedo Tent. This was a boxing match, and these guys were throwing heat straight out the gate. They didn't waste any time. This is basically a boxer versus a brawler, and we got in-your-face action the entire time. This was a very gritty fight. Last fight of the day, and these guys did not disappoint at all. Nasty uppercuts, and both of these guys trying to establish momentum, and it just made for a war. Street Beefs West Coast, Bundy versus Torpedo Tent, Somcan the Fire 5.
Yeah. Ooh. Fire 5. I like it.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man, those are some bangers.
That first one with the jewelers, I remember I started it, got the backstory, and my alarm went off to wake up my kids, and I was like, no! And I never started it again. So now I know what I'm doing later today, after the show, actually.
Yeah, man, that you know, I didn't realize the jeweler guy, Trax NYC, was somewhat of a celebrity. I didn't I never, knew. And then I had people at work coming up to me like, hey, man, do you know such and such had a Street Beefs fight? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that fight. And then finally I watched it, man. And I'm like, oh shit, So and then you know how the YouTube algorithm works. Next thing you know, I'm seeing him pop up here, pop up there. He's been a jeweler to a lot of people. So nonetheless, a phenomenal beef match, and something the people need to go see.
Man, but yeah, that was what killer fighters to watch, killer fire 5, killer show, killer guests. What do you say, man? Is it about that time?
It's about that time, brother. Let's go ahead and get these shout outs out the way. First and foremost, I want to thank our guests, King Kai. We appreciate you, bro. Sweet Baby Ray, we appreciate you, bro. For the people out there, go check these guys' fights out. Shout out Street Beefs OG Yard, Street Beefs Scrapyard, Street Beefs West Coast, Street Beefs Dirty South. We do this for you guys. Overtime Hustling Magazine, we appreciate you. Heart in the Fight, we appreciate you. As well, world.com, we appreciate you. The people watching us live, thank you. People watching us on replay, thank you. We do this for you guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. Now's the time. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. You trying to catch me? I'm here, same time, same place, every week.
Ah. Well, you know what the deal is. Shout out to World-World.com, having a good time. You know, our
Yeah,
spring
yeah, yeah,
collection's still out there.
yeah,
It's only here for spring. So just, well, no, that's a lie. The
yeah, yeah.
hard work, grit, determination will be there. But all the rest, when summer's here, there'll be a whole new line ready to go. So I hope you guys are ready to go check it out and see it. Woo! And Zwell_Buddy V for the Instagram, because I'm having lots of fun. And I'll let you in on a secret for anyone that's in the Tacoma area. My birthday is May 24th, and it's Memorial Weekend. So my company as well is doing a treasure hunt the week of my birthday, where I'm gonna wrap up a few different presents from as well, and each day I'm gonna put a couple around the town, put a story on my Instagram, and that's how you find where I put it at. And whoever gets it gets it. It's free shit. So yeah. You guys gotta stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, other than that, I have a great time. Thank you, Samke. Man, always a fun time. It's a joy every single Tuesday. Jay, yeah, we gotta start keeping you on your feet again. We're having too much fun. And yeah, thank you all. So in Jay's famous words, we always end the show with one world, one love, deuces.